The number on your screen is 0.0002 Bitcoin. You've been staring at charts for hours, refreshing exchanges, hoping your small trade will turn into something life-changing. Your coffee is cold, your laptop fan hums, and every tiny blip on the price graph feels like it could make or break you. This is your life now, or at least it feels that way. You've just signed up for your first crypto exchange. The dashboard feels like a cockpit from a spaceship. Candlesticks flashing red and green, order books filling and emptying, wallet balances moving by decimals you can barely understand. You sit at your small desk in your bedroom, surrounded by half-empty coffee cups and sticky notes with phrases like, "Buy low, sell high," and "Do not FOMO." You feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. This is uncharted territory, and somehow it feels thrilling. You start small, $50 in Bitcoin, that's it. But even that feels monumental. You stare at the price, watching it swing 2%, and your stomach twists every time it drops. You read Reddit threads, YouTube tutorials, and Twitter threads late into the night, trying to understand why the price moved 3% in the last 10 minutes. One night after your first trade, you log in to see a $5 gain. Tiny, but it feels huge. For the first time you understand, this is not just about money, it's about curiosity, learning, and timing. You make mistakes, buying a coin just because a post said, "To the moon," missing small opportunities, getting impatient. But with every mistake, a lesson is embedded. Check charts carefully, set limits, don't follow hype blindly. By the end of the month, you're no longer afraid to look at charts for hours. You've learned patience, observation, and the addictive rhythm of the market. A few months in, your small portfolio grows to $5,000. You've learned more about altcoins, stablecoins, and even small leverage trades. Friends start to notice. "Hey, you're the crypto guy now," they say. Suddenly, your casual hobby becomes a responsibility. Some friends ask for advice, small investments, or tips on a new coin. You feel the pressure to deliver. You start using technical tools, RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands. You read white papers and follow project roadmaps. You make a successful swing trade on Ethereum that nets you $500. Then a coin you promoted in a group chat crashes 25% overnight. You lose $1,200. Panic and guilt hit, but you also gain perspective. Every gain feels sweeter, every loss cuts deeper. You encounter ethical dilemmas. Do you hype a small token for a quick win, knowing your friends are listening? Or do you hold back, sticking to research and rationality? You begin journaling trades, writing down your reasoning, and reviewing outcomes. These are small steps toward building a system. You start to understand, crypto is not just numbers. It's psychology, strategy, and responsibility. By your third level, your portfolio exceeds $100,000. You're part of private Telegram groups, Discord channels, and even early-stage DeFi projects. Now you manage not just your own investments, but advise small clients or family members. Calls happen late at night, and you find yourself weighing opportunity against risk constantly. A memorable project pitch comes in. A startup wants your guidance and funding for a new token. You research, analyze the roadmap, and weigh the credibility of the team. The decision is intense. One wrong move could cost tens of thousands. You recall your first $50 Bitcoin trade and the nervous excitement you felt. It's almost nostalgic, but now stakes are higher and your approach is more analytical, less impulsive. Emotional distance grows. You're no longer chasing adrenaline alone. You track trends, portfolio performance, and sector growth. You measure risk, timing, and market psychology. Some trades make tens of thousands, others lose thousands. But every experience strengthens your ability to anticipate, strategize, and act with clarity. By this stage, the market feels like a living organism. You watch price movements not as chaos, but as patterns emerging from human behavior. You understand the emotional pulse of investors and the subtle shifts that can turn markets upside down overnight. You've reached the top. You manage millions, advise funds, and even help launch tokens that shape markets. You sit in strategy meetings with project founders, institutional investors, and regulators. Decisions are global, affecting portfolios worth tens or hundreds of millions. You oversee billion-dollar deals, think about macro trends, and even influence adoption strategies for new blockchain technologies. But then comes the realization, it's not just about profit. Markets, hype, trust, and timing are forces bigger than any one investor. Even at your level, sudden shifts, a regulatory announcement, a whale move, or a technological flaw can undo months of planning. You understand the subtlety of influence, the importance of networks, and the fragility of even the most confident strategies. Wealth, power, and strategy matter, but they are secondary to understanding the system itself. Crypto is an ecosystem, a living, breathing market shaped by human psychology, innovation, and unpredictability. From your first $50 Bitcoin trade to managing multi-million portfolios, the journey of a crypto investor is more than profits. It's about learning systems, developing discipline, and mastering the psychology of markets. Every level builds on the last: curiosity, strategy, leadership, and perspective. You realize growth is continuous. The market never stops teaching. And true success comes from understanding patterns beyond yourself. Crypto investing is not just about money, it's about mindset, patience, and adaptability. Those who thrive are the ones who see beyond gains, who understand networks, risks, and human behavior. And that understanding, that's the real reward.